Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kenshi, the Cannibal Hunters. In the last episode, we were trying fiercely to get our party out of harm's way. They were all captured at the end of the episode before that, 2 episodes ago. We ended up taking on just a little bit more than we could handle, and our entire party was captured by the Black Dragon Ninjas. We just got smoked. We went in there, we almost lost a couple people, managed to get them healed up, get them saved, get everybody out of the tower. Definitely check that episode out if you haven't seen it. It was a lot of fun going through and actually getting them out of there. So um, if you made it this far, you'll know we didn't lose anybody, but there were some close calls. So if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the series, consider subscribing for more daily Kenshi content. I'll be bringing it to you every day at 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want to be a part of the Cannibal Hunters, if you want to be in this series with your character, details on how to do that are in the video description. So go ahead and check that out if you want to be involved. Today, what we're going to do, we're going to start off by doing something that I've been telling you about for a while that we haven't really gotten to yet. We're back in Mongrel with Double and Beep, and it's time for Beep to lose that other leg. He has been hanging on to his legs far too effectively, and it's time for him to lose that leg. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to take Beep, and I'm going to get him stuck on a pole so the Fogman can eat him. Now, we need to make sure that one thing is happening before we do that, right? Okay. And I did this off camera. I went to the same place to get my limb this time. So you notice we had 55,000 at the end of the was it 55 or 45? I think we had 45. We were pretty close to out of money. When I first started up this episode, there were some fog princes and stuff lying around, so I looted them, get some extra cash. But we spent most of our cash. We only have 18,000 left here, and I bought another leg. Now this is part of Dewey's robotics. Dewey's limbs. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically he adds more limbs, and essentially this is slightly better than a Scout Masterwork, right? So Masterwork Scout gives you 145 HP, minus 8% stealth, plus 38 athletics, and minus 1% swimming. And it also has a value of 18,000. So we had enough that instead of buying another Scout Masterwork, I bought a Right Masterwork Gutters leg. Now the Gutters leg is it looks like basically a better version. It still has the minus 8% stealth. It has the minus 1% swimming, but it has plus 56% athletics instead of plus 38. So we're going to be able to move pretty quickly. Now, what's cool about this, and I'll show you, we're going to get down there. Also, I just wanted to show you real quick. If I zoom into Beeparoo, we can see, we can't see anything, but there we go. Beep's got some goggles on underneath his helmet, and that is the other mod that I mentioned, I think 2 episodes ago that we hadn't really used yet. I found a vendor, and I bought one of these, 2 of them actually. I bought one for Rain the Giant and one for Beep, just because I wanted him to look cool while he was on the pole. And essentially, you can see that it does nothing really except for give you 1 kilogram of weight and 100% dust storm protection and 4% perception bonus. I wasn't really worried about the perception bonus. Oh, and it looks like these ones don't have perception bonus, so which are different. I'll show you those ones when we get back over there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get Beep on a pole. But like I said, we want to make sure that we have a limb in our inventory. And Double is here just in case things go wrong. So I should be able to get Beep out of there by himself. And this is definitely a way that you can get your limbs taken off in a solo playthrough in an Ironman. It's kind of risky, but it's not too risky, right? Wow, all these guys are out here fighting dudes, so hopefully they don't screw up our plans of world domination here. It looks like they might be wiping out this. Oh, that's funny. Okay, well, we're going to get him on a pole regardless, and let's just see if we can get him to say goodbye to his other leg. So, wait, what? Oh, I had somebody else selected. Man, I thought Beep just got hit by something and just got smoked. Okay, so we're going to get him on a pole. And right when you get on the pole, okay, these are locked, right? So what you don't want to do is run into a problem with picking this while you're being devoured, right? Okay, because you only have a certain amount of time. Okay, it's already picked. That's great. Okay, so we've got a prince here, it looks like, that has shown up. And what we are going to do, you can see the beeps being eaten alive. Now notice, they're eating his leg. So we're essentially going to let this guy eat our leg. And while we're doing that, we might as well first aid to keep the blood loss under control. Although I don't think it's going to make any difference. So we got the heavies, we got a fog prince here. Looks like maybe we got another prince here now. And this leg is about to come off. Once it gets down to minus 75, the leg should pop off. If you're doing this and you don't, so there's a, is it gameplay? Yeah, okay, so dismemberment, there's a setting under gameplay for dismemberment. Now, if you have never, of course, your limbs will never come off. Which, I mean, in Kenshi, that's kind of lame. Why would you play that way? But totally up to you. Like, if that's how you like to play, more power to you. What I like to do is frequent because I really like robotic limbs. Like, I like the idea that if your limb comes off and you don't deal with it, right, you could bleed out really quickly. So I like to have it on frequent because rare, it doesn't necessarily mean, so here I'll just read it to you. Affects how limbs are lost. Frequent means that the limb is lost whenever the HP drops below minus 100. Now I think it's actually minus 75 on Beak, but we'll see. I think it's basically negative of what your maximum HP for your normal limb is before you get robotics is. I may be wrong on that, but we'll see here in just a minute. Rare means the limbs are only lost when hit and the damage goes below 100. Rare occurrence. That's interesting. So it only happens rarely when you go below 100. So you don't always lose the limb, but you can lose it. And then with either setting, limbs can still be eaten off. Means limb loss is disabled completely. So maybe actually that wouldn't affect this situation. So I think once we get down to minus 75, and let me just double check that we're already. Let me just double check that we are off the pole. Yes, we're not off the pole, but we already picked it, right? Nobody's sneakily set it to be turned back or locked on us again. So once we go below 75, yep, okay, so his limb's off. Now you notice as soon as his limb went off, he gained 3 bleed ticks, right? So his bleed, he lost a lot of blood instantaneously, and now he's bleeding. Now you don't have to worry about that as much on Hive because they have a really slow bleed rate. I think the worker is 0.2 bleed rate, so they bleed pretty slow. Now here's the cool part, okay? If we go into his inventory, and this is kind of cheaty, but I mean, what else are we gonna do? We're gonna get it bitten off in combat or something, right? So now he is. He's still on the pole. He's unlocked, but now we can just go escape. He's off the pole, and now we can essentially take him. Oh my God! Look at his speed. Look at Beep's speed, 51. That's nuts. That's the fast. I mean, obviously, I've never used this mod, so that would be the fastest I've ever gone. So we're just gonna have him run up to double, and ideally. And we didn't get any Praetorians. I would have liked to get a Praetorian, but ideally we are going to have some guys chasing us. Look at how fast he is. And that's with, jeez, man, that's crazy. So yeah, it looks like we got a whole bunch of these shinobi guards here. So, we might as well just get stuck in and earn that limb, right? Let's get in here with Beep, because he should be okay now. And we'll just get in here with both of these two dudes and just see how it goes. Get him, Beep. Come on, bub. Missed him. Got some good hits there. Dodge. Didn't connect on that one. Come on, buddy. Now, what's Double doing? Looks like Double's fighting a heavy up here. Cool, so he's with the guards. Might as well pay attention to Beep here. Okay. He runs so fast. Oh my God. That's crazy how fast he attacks. Just crazy. What's he doing? Band-aiding himself? Helping some allies. Okay. Well, we've got limbs now in Beep. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take these guys, and I think we'll trade limbs here because I don't think that double. I think I'd almost rather him run a little faster for now because we're going to get him back to civilization. Uh, so let's see how fast they both run once we give. Oh, that's interesting. The way these windows snap for limbs, either I don't understand it or it's not very good. It's probably that I don't understand it. Okay, so let's see how fast our two dudes run. Beep's running at 40, and Double is running at 35. So they're both running faster than Beak things now, which is great. And what's really cool about that is I don't necessarily have to have two scout legs, right? Like I could have a scout leg and a stealth leg on both of these guys, or I could have a berserker leg on Beep. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, I don't have enough money for that right now. I certainly have 18K, so I guess while we're here, we could just go up there and check. Because we don't need the best in the game right now, per se. But I do want to get back up to fighting those triangle bandits and clear a couple groups of those guys out. I did have a fight with, I think, like 5 or 6 of them on the way back to Squin to sell all my stuff. And we did end up winning that, but we still had 2 people go down. So we're not quite at the point where we're ready for that, for sure. I mean, we're definitely close. And once we're there, then we're ready for cannibals, and then we're going there immediately. I don't know why I always click that. Okay, so what we ultimately want to get is, it's not the unarmed one. Those are pretty good. It's just unarmed damage bonus and really high, but it really affects swimming just really, really badly. So it's almost like a KLR series, but it's just got some more stats on it. The stealth legs aren't what we're looking for. Marksman arm. I can't wait to get some of these arms. This is going to be so cool. So it looks like Berserker's legs are pretty much like where it's at. There's no masterwork here. I'm curious if there's another leg besides that. I think the only other legs were skeleton legs. If I remember in vanilla, there was stealth, scout, KLR, and the skeleton legs. I believe those are the 4. So there's probably a more advanced skeleton one. I actually bought the limbs in Black Desert City. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's so much easier to find good limbs here. Like if you want to find the best limbs you can, just go to Black Desert City. All you got to make sure that you have acid protection, and that's it. And 80% is plenty of acid protection. Even 70 is fine. I've actually run all the way across the Deadlands with somebody that has no acid protection. Now you do have to stop halfway if you do that. Okay, so if you go out here with a slow character that's only maybe 16 or 17, it's fast enough to outrun these skeletons out here, but it's not fast enough to get across without having to take a break. But there is a bar in Black Desert City, so you can run halfway across with a naked noob, by the way. So in one of my slave playthroughs that I was messing about with, I had escaped, or not slave, I forget what they're called, the nobodies starting Venge down here somewhere. I got up here, I basically came in right here, crossed all the way to Black Desert City, healed up, and then went across. Now I probably could have went around south, but I really was trying to avoid running into Beak things in Shem because we were already starving, didn't have any food at all, so I basically had to get somewhere, and I got here. Now by the time, of course, the problem is by the time you get out halfway through, by the time we got over here, we were half dead. So you got to be really careful at that point not to run into things, and you're already slow and you're starving. So it was a tough little way to go. That probably wasn't the best choice for that start, but it was fun. So you can do it. All right. So essentially, we're gonna head back to the hub, grab the group. head up along this river because we saw 2 or 3 triangle bandit groups, and we're just going to start working on taking out triangle bandits. And then once we're kind of at the point where we can do that, and I will cut out all the travel and bring you in on the fights unless we have some interesting stuff or some NPC interactions. And then the last thing I want to do, and I don't know if we'll get to it today, is I just want to find two more uh, companions, right, or party members for the Cannibal Hunters, and I'm going to make them archers. So we're going to have 3 archers total. I might make Vama an archer, but I don't think so. I think I'll just stick with 3 archers, and then have 3 sort of melee DPS, and then 3 tanks, and we'll kind of convert Shrike into a tank over time. And that'll be our party for going into cannibal territory. And then any other companions that we get after that point, unless you guys let me know that you want way more. But I really would like to keep it small. We're just gonna, look for some more companions and then kind of head up into the Cannibal Plains, and maybe Sinkhoon and Darkfinger, like wherever there's cannibals. I don't really know where they are, so we're gonna have to look for them. I do know that there's cannibals here, and I do know that there's cannibals in the Cannibal Plains, and those are the only 2 places that I'm really 100% sure that they're cannibals because I've seen them there in this game. So, yep, let's get to it. We're going to run back over to the hub, and then I'll catch up with you once we get into Triangle Bandit territory. Oh, I guess before I do that, I can show you some new gear. Okay, with some of our cash, I ended up buying at the Thieves Guild, of course, I didn't pay 30K for this, no way. I paid about 14K for it, 14 and a half it looks like, at the Thieves Guild, and I got one more backpack. So I think we need to replace 2 people's backpacks. And then you'll notice I have a new weapon on Shrike. The damage is not quite as good as the last one. The reason I picked it up is because it's 15 kilograms. It's just a little bit too heavy for Shrike to be using with her strength of 27. And I want to work her strength up, so that's what we're going to do. And I looted this. I looted a couple of these standard grade dust coats off of the Triangle Bandits when we were fighting them. And then I also, oops. Let's see. I guess I can just put these in there. So I want to have a couple in my bag. Okay. Yep. So I looted a couple of these dust coats and whatnot from the bandits, but I believe that's the only things that have changed in gear. So Leaf and Ellen now are kind of kitted out, except for Ellen's weapon. It's kind of junk, so we'll want to replace that. And yeah, and then I got Beep the eyeglasses, of course, and I got some eyeglasses for Rain. Okay, so I'm gonna head back over to the hub, and I will meet you over there. Okay, so I figured I'd bring you guys back in here because I ran into a lovely, lovely beak thing nest. So there's a ton of beak things here, right? And we're not gonna fight them. Certainly, we could probably fight one of them, I think, between the 2 of us. And then if one person went down, both of them are fast enough, they could just pick the other one up and run away. Actually, I don't know if that's true because their strength might not be high enough that they could pick the other up and get away. But these eggs are quite valuable. So I think what we'll do is instead of well, let's see where we are. How comfortable do I feel doing this? What I was sort of debating was bringing the group over here, but I kind of want to try to just do it stealthily with these guys. So we'll try that out, and depending on how that goes... Oops, not... Okay, and you know what I'm going to do just so I don't screw this up? I'm going to make an additional squad. Beak thing, bandits. And we're going to put double in this group, and we're going to put beep in this group. Alright. So the beak thing bandits here are going to attempt to steal some eggs. Now it may be that they just, because it's daytime, that they won't be able to get in there. I mean, I think they'll be fine. They both have thieves' backpacks. They both have 10 weight available. Now, I don't remember how much these weigh, but what we're going to do is just get in there with both of them. And they may get detected. Oh, but Beep, his stealth isn't fast enough. That's fine. How you doing, bud? Oh, that's what 100 stealth gets you. So there's 6 kilograms. So we'll take that and move that in here. Do I still have another room for another layer? No, I don't. But I should be able to stack these here. Okay. We should be good there. Alright. So double, I want you to grab another egg. Put that in your backpack. I kind of feel like I should drop this meat, but we can just come back and get some more eggs. Alright. And he's still got enough weight for some more there. I just want to make sure that he's fast enough to get away. He's still 35. Can I get one more? Okay, he's 32 now, so now he's not really fast enough. But let's see if we can run away here with him. Beep. Now these, I think these beak things that are on the ground here are sleeping. Yeah, so that's why they're not detecting us, because they're sleeping. And these ones that aren't sleeping, that are kind of over here. Okay. Should be able to get one more in his bag. What would it take to get one more in there? That should be enough room. Could we get one more in this guy? We move this. I don't think we can. No, because they're too tall. So it doesn't really matter at this point. We need to just get as much into our pack as we can. Okay. So that's not going to do us any good either, is it? Do we have enough room to put one down here? We do. Okay, that's great. All right. Well, we got all the eggs. Oh man, that's great. Hopefully he doesn't get detected. Nice job, Beep and Double, man. Look at that. Okay, so I think we're good to go. And I think we'll just head over here, maybe away from where these beak things are. And then we'll come back in when we get to a store. Alright, so we're in Squin. We sold a few of the eggs. Let's see what we got here. We got 2 left. We got 6 total left. We bought a bunch of food. The one thing, these bars here in Squin, like, so we basically, I think sold like 3, maybe 4 of the eggs between the Rebel base and the hub. There's a bar in the hub that could afford 1 or 2, I think. I can't remember. And then we came here to Squin to sell some more to these bars at night, just because I didn't want to just waste time. Because we ran into another beak thing nest. That's the funny thing on the way down here, okay? So, oh, they're not showing up anymore? Well, we'll have to go back up there and see if they're still there. Anyway, when I was up there the last time, the beak thing nest that that I looted, yeah, I think they were right. They were right in here. The first one that I looted, that we picked clean, I was walking away from it and just kind of not really paying attention, and I walked right into another nest. There was another nest right next to it, and I walked right into it, and so I had to kind of fiddle around with inventory a little bit and then run away. Luckily, we were both still fast enough. We were like 32 and 34, so the beak things, even though they run at 34, they take a little time to speed up, right? They don't just go to 34 miles an hour right away. They actually have to accelerate. So we were able to get away and get far enough away from the nest before they got up to speed and then they leashed. So that was nice. But I almost got myself in trouble there. If there would have been trouble, I would have recorded it. So anyway, we came down to Squin to sell a little bit more, and then we were planning on going back up and getting the rest of those because that means that we're going to have enough cash to potentially maybe go get Beep 2 arms. And if we can get him 2 arms, that means we can head back down to the Fog Islands, and take off some more limbs. Because I'd really like to get Beep full cybernetic as soon as possible. Because if any of you happen to see in your games, when you get one of his limbs lost and you replace it with cybernetic, he becomes really funny. Like he starts screaming about being cyber Beep, and it's really fun. So if his dialogue shows up for that, I'll show you. Anyway, I figured I'd bring you back in here because I mean, instead of waiting for daytime, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of stealing here while we have the chance. We'll see. Yeah, that guy's not gonna see us. No way. Alright, so we're going to get in here, just do a little bit of stealing. In fact, what I might do... Which one's the armor shop? That one? Jeez. Well, maybe we won't be getting in there then. What's our thievery up to? 23, it's still pretty junk. But we can certainly work on the lockpicking. That's pretty much the only reason I really even cared to do this, is I just wanted to spend a little bit of time working on doubles lockpicking. It's not super high yet, and I'd really like to just go open some chests here. We're probably not going to steal anything of value. We don't really need to, but I just want to maybe pick up some stuff on the ground to get his skill up just a little bit more. Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's in here. So maybe we can pick up some stuff that might be useful, or some stuff that we can sell. I think the splint kit is certainly useful. First aid kit. We'll grab that armor plating because it's worth something. We could certainly grab the tools just in case we need to get into a safe. Got some more armor plating over here. And a first aid kit and some steel bars. What else? Anything useful? How much space do we have? We've got some space. Alright, let's grab these other steel bars over here. So you got to watch the stealth, right? It's still at 69. And we made that mistake last time. There's some cactus rum. That's good to grab. Okay. I don't know that we have room for anything that we even really want. I suppose we could pick up that hacksaw. Although I think it's going to be more XP, potentially, to just grab a couple wooden bowls. So maybe we'll do that. Yeah, and we still have room for, what, 3 more? So let's see, we got one right there. And of course, they're not worth anything, but we do get XP by picking it up, right? Now, I think this is going to be out of our league, yep. But that's not, so we can go ahead and unlock that. And that's some good practice. And our stealth is... Oh, I can't see it right now. Let's take a look at how our lockpicking goes up as we do this. A pretty big chunk, 13%. So 2 more fails and we should get another level. So that's good. So every little bit helps, you know, and then eventually we'll be strong enough. Now, I could use the tools to get into this, but that doesn't give me any XP, and I'm not going to be able to steal it anyway. I'm not going to be able to take anything that's inside of there because we're no good at thievery. So this is how I'm going to level my thievery in this playthrough, by the way. I'm not going to farm it like crazy. I'm not going to throw things on the ground and pick them back up. I certainly know how to do that, and I did that in my last playthrough. But I feel like, to me, this is more like the natural progression. It's like the difference between grabbing a training dummy mod and going out and fighting, right, to get XP. They both work. They're both perfectly legitimate ways to do it. It's just that I think for me, it's more fun to actually do thievery to get thievery XP, and it's more fun to go out and fight guys to get combat XP because I get toughness, I get strength, I get dex, all those things. And I'm getting stealth while I'm doing this too, right? I'm not getting it right now while I'm locked. Oh, yes, I am, actually. Okay, I take it back. Ooh. Okay, we need to get out of here because it is getting to be the morning, and I do not want... Yeah, I don't want to get caught by the shopkeeper. So I'd like to be able to come back and sell stuff, because I'm about to do that. Alright. Now I think there's actually... Oh, I love these guys. I am so tempted so many times to exploit that to get assassination XP. But that's another thing where I really would like to get that through actually assassinating people, right? Knocking people out rather than just... Because if there's a chance to fail on a powerful enemy, you get a lot of XP, but there's a chance they'll turn around and beat the crap out of you, whereas with this guy, the Wandering Assassin, I can just fail on him all day until I have, max assassination, and I don't really want to do that. Alright, so what we're going to do is just head over here, wait by the door. Once they open up, we'll get everything sold. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my group and we're going to go up and get that other beak thing nest. And this time we'll fight the beak things to get the nest rather than sneaking. So you can kind of see two different perspectives of being able to sneak in there at night while they're sleeping to grab the eggs, or to go in during the day with a big group or a decent sized group and fight. So I'll bring you back in once we're at the beak thing nest with our full group and ready to take them on. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to where the beak thing nest is. Can't really see it, but I believe that's it right over there. But we've got a couple, so we've got an opportunity essentially to take out two beak things here, right? Now these guys are off on their own, and so I think it's kind of a good opportunity to look at how to fight beak things, okay? So one thing that I see people do often, and I learned this lesson very well from Terminarch. I don't know if you've seen his videos, but if you haven't, check him out. I don't know if he's still making videos on Kenshi, but when he was making them, like, he was very thorough about kind of explaining mechanics and stuff. And one thing I noticed in my first playthrough when I would fight beak things is I would kind of just do the attack all thing with a large group, and yeah, after every fight your group is just decimated, and it's because their cleave is crazy and you can't really dodge it. I mean, you can, but I'll show you. I don't know if I can demonstrate. It just seems like you get hit a lot with their cleave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send in two people. And I'm not going to send in a whole team, right? And we're just going to see if Rain is soloing a beak thing, how does he do? And L's soloing a beak thing, how does he do? Who do we want to... Maybe Vam. Although I think Shrike has... Yeah, we'll do Shrike and we'll do Bane. Now, I think the thing about Shrike is Shrike's going to get hit hard, right? So that's probably not super ideal. So I'm going to split them off here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say attack target and attack target. Now, a lot of times I'll actually just have three, but the biggest thing is I do not want... Say he didn't hit me on that one, so we're good. Now when they hit, they're going to hurt. But like, look at this. Now L's just here. You can go around back if you want to, but I don't want you in front, okay? If they sit in front of that, there's a really wide angle cleave that these beak things have. And sometimes they even hit behind them, which is interesting. I don't know that I've really see that happen usually when you have a big. So there we go, right? L's actually got hit standing on the side, right, like that. So you just don't want a big cluster of people surrounding these things, because if you have that, they're all going to get hit, and only 3 of your guys can hit anything at once. And if you're in vanilla, only 2 of them can hit at once, right? So you really just don't want to have a large chunk of your dudes surrounding a beak thing. It's really silly. And a lot of times what I'll do with my more powerful group is, in my other playthrough, is I will have everyone other than one person engage. Sorry, the other way around. I'll have everyone keep running, and then one person breaks off to go engage a beak thing that's coming after us, and then that person just follows the leader after they're done, right? Because since we're doing follow like this and we got a formation, as long as none of those other people attack. By the way, Ellen is super encumbered because I filled her up with iron and stuff to get her to be really good at to just get her strong. So I guess we'll pick up. We'll let Beep get in there. We might as well, because Beep. Actually, Beep will wait. Nah. We'll let him get some fights in. So people are going to get nice and beat up fighting these beak things, and that's okay. That's kind of the intent. That's sort of what I think is going to happen. All right, so we're going to head over here. Now, we're not going to just charge into the nest, right? That's not what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to aggro some of them, and I'm going to pull them away, and then I'm going to have individual people engage individual beak things, just like we did there. Because how much health did we lose when we did that fight? L's lost a little because he was standing in the cleave. I mean, just nobody got hit, right? L's was the only person who got hit a single time. So that's the way you fight beak things. You don't charge in with your whole group. That's just silly, because they'll get hit by those cleaves just like L's did. And your group will take way more damage that way, and it's totally unnecessary damage. Look at that. Look at how many eggs there are. Okay, Beep, you're getting upgraded, my man. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just park over here, right? I'm going to leave my group over here. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to aggro some of them. I'm going to bring them over, and then depending on how many beak things come, I will have my group engage them accordingly. Ideally 1v1 or maybe 2v1, but I'm going to do my best to not cluster in the front of them, because if you do that, your whole group will get clobbered. And maybe if when there's one beak thing left, I will demonstrate that so you can see in comparison just how much damage your whole group takes, even just fighting one beak thing. Alright, so let's get started pulling these guys. I guess we can get our camp set up here real quick, as we are definitely, I would imagine after the demonstration, we're going to have to heal. And we'll probably have to heal a little bit too, because I mean, when you're fighting as many fights as we're going to, we'll take some damage, and that's okay. I don't know what range doesn't seem capable of engineering. Oh, there he goes. Okay, cool. You're going to do it? Nice. So he just sits there for a little bit, thinks about it, and then he's like, okay, I guess I should engineer, shouldn't I? Alright. So, Beep. Bring us some fun, brother. And I'm going to put everyone on hold, and you can all laugh because you know what happens every time I do that. But in this case, I really do want them to stay where they are. I want to get aggro from one of these guys. Okay, so we got 4 of them, it looks like, potentially. Keep coming, buddy. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Oh, no, Beep. Come on, come on. Alright. So we'll let Beep fight this guy. And he's probably not going to do exceptionally well, right? Because his... I mean, he's got decent stats, actually. His dodge is 28, and his martial arts are 30. This guy is 27 and 26. The problem is, Beep has pretty light armor, right? So when he gets hit, it's going to hurt. Good dodge, good dodge. And it's quite difficult to get in there, because you see how far he has to move in there. So then he's in the middle of moving. Like, he's just trying to get in there, and he can't, right? I don't know. He didn't even make an attempt to dodge that one. Yeah, so he's down. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get Vam in there. Actually, Double, you could definitely use some practice, I think. We'll still keep him on hold. It's fine. Actually, he doesn't need to be. Looks like Vam's going in too, because I must have told him to. Let's get you on hold. And you know what? Actually, we might as well just have Double work on his range to help out. Why not? Look at that damage, man. So he just sits there and blocks, and then Double will help out with ranged, which is great. Oh. Yeah, so it's just such a good, it's such a better way to fight these guys as long as you have good enough skills. Like Beep, I think martial arts is quite hard because they have to dodge pretty far back instead of just dodging right where they are. So they lose a lot of ground, and then they have to get back in there. And because they have that combat speed that makes it so they move slow, it's quite hard to get back in there fast enough. Don't you guys get him band-aided up? Oh, poor Beep. Poor Beep. Let's get him picked up and get him dropped into bed. Alright. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take everyone and just tell them to go fight. And we're not going to do... I think we'd still be fine. We're going to take hold off. Did that actually take it off of everyone? Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't seem to. It's kind of weird. Somehow I toggle their jobs and stuff like that all the time. And she doesn't have... Okay, it looks like... And then nobody has splint rigging now. What? Man. Sometimes I just don't know what happens with the jobs in this game. It's just interesting. I mean, maybe I somehow turn them off. Okay, let's get in there. There's only, what, like 5 of them left, so we might as well just get stuck in. Alright. Rain, get on that one. I think Double, you can help Rain since you're ranged. Vam, why don't you get on that big one over there. Els, get you over there. Shrike, you can get on that one. Ellen, let's see how you do against a full grown. You're probably going to get your butt kicked, but that's okay. Oh, Beep is back in action, apparently. I don't want that, Beep. You need to get out of there. Need you to get your butt back in bed, buddy. Yeah, see, that's just, you know, when you have that one-on-one like that. Now, if you don't have the skills to take them one-on-one, you know, like Ellen doesn't, right? So she's going to get clobbered pretty good. But we got a bunch of people coming in behind now, not in front. And you see Shrike on the side there. Shrike did get hit. Now watch this. Boom. Even though these guys all have really high block, they are all just going to get hit, except for the main target. So everyone that's not the main target is going to get smacked when you fight Beak things, when they cleave like that, because they just hit everybody. As far as I can tell. Now maybe I'm wrong on that, so if I am, you know, definitely correct me, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, Double's going to go fight this guy. And Shrike, nice Shrike. I love that lunge, man. It's so cool. Pole arms are quite good. They're actually pretty good in vanilla too, but they seem very strong in this. I don't know why I'm looting all these because we need to loot the eggs. So we'll make room if we need to. Of course, I don't remember which ones I looted. There we go. Again, sorry, I'm getting over a cold again. So not again, as in like I'm just reminding you that that's why I'm clearing my throat, as I'm still kind of getting over that cold that I had for a couple weeks. Rain, how much room do you have? Els, you got some room too? Okay. Let's get over here and get these looted. I have never seen that before. I never noticed there are big piles of shit everywhere on that beak nest. Here's some more beak things coming in. So we got, what, three of them? Okay. Rain, handle it. Els, come over here. And Shrike, why don't you come over here? Okay. And now I'm going to have Shrike engage that one, and Els engage this one. So now they're nice and split up, and because I'm engaging them individually, they'll engage me. So now my dudes should be able to just... No. Alright. Guys. Come on over here. Just hang out. They got it. There's no need. It's not necessary nor beneficial. Alright. Get him, Els. I wish his hacker was bigger, because that's a long cleaver, right? Heck yeah, man. Yeah, we're doing pretty good against these beak things. I'm feeling pretty good. Now it is 1v1, so you know it's definitely different when you have this big group of enemies that are attacking you, and that can be difficult. Yeah, don't worry about that, Shrike. Just get over here. Loot that up. Oh, you don't have a room. That's fine. Alright, so once you get behind this one, give Els a hand there. Boom! Alright, Els, you got room? Els has got a little bit of room. Okay. Let's get everybody over to the big pile of poop. And I think I brought Beep over by hitting... He's got room though, so we might as well loot what we can with him right now. Okay. Let's get some beak thing eggs picked up here. Can't pick that up, huh? I have a feeling you can. And let's move some stuff in here. See if we can make enough room to maybe pick up one more. Can we? I think we can. Yeah, sure enough. Okay. Okay. Who's got room now? Vam, you got some room for a couple eggs here. Let's get you picking up 2 of those bad boys. If only. That's fine. What about Double? How you doing, bud? You got some room? You got some stolen goods? Oh, we are going to leave these cups right where they are. Tools, I don't think we're ever going to need to use those. They're only worth 240. We can certainly hang on to those. That's enough room, I think, for one egg in here. No. No, it was not. Do we have enough room for 2 eggs there? Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, no, 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 not the wooden bowl. All right, who's got room? Rain has got room. All right, so I'm going to finish looting these eggs up. I'm going to get back to town, sell them, and I'll bring you back in when we're ready for the next piece of our adventure here. Okay, so I ran double over to Mongrel, and I ran Beep over to the Skeleton City. So Black Desert City. Now there's of course we've already checked this shop earlier together. So if you watch the rest of the series, which if you haven't, I strongly recommend checking that out because there's a lot of backfill here. We're quite a ways through. So you notice we have 130k, 129. We had basically 133k, I think, or 134 after we sold everything. I'm trying to remember what we even bought. I think I bought something. I don't think. What did I buy? Oh, I bought some food. And then I bought repair kits, right? And then I bought some of these maps. So I'm going to go ahead and use those, and then we can take a look at the map. And I don't know if I showed this before. I've bought a few of these maps here and there. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, dang it. It's because I opened the map twice. Anyway, oh, shoot, that's a bummer. Well, the next time I get another map, I'll show you. But, you can see there's ruins and stuff. Oni Castle. This is not vanilla. This is part of new weapons dissemination, I believe. So, as I've sort of like bought these maps, it unlocks these ruins and, high villages. It'll show lots of places on the map that I haven't been yet, like a ruin up here. I've never been anywhere near that. So that's really handy when you stop by way stations or any of the sort of like adventure shops. Just check them and see, if you have the extra cash, which we do. Just buy the map locations because then it'll at least show them, and then once you've been there, like once we've explored these ruins, it'll show up as red instead of white. So at least they're there, but you haven't been there. So other than places like this, it should have showed as red, I would have thought, but it doesn't look like it is. So anyway, we're in Mongrel with double, and I'm gonna check this skeleton vendor. Just to look at kind of like what's going on. So the vanilla arms that we would be interested in for Beep would be these industrial lifter arms. So if we find any masterwork industrial lifter arms, I would certainly consider those. It is highly unlikely, given the amount of cash that we have, that I would get one. The reason I say that, let's take a look at this specialist arm, 175. It's pretty decent. It's got the 20 strength, minus 18 thievery and lockpicking, and minus 27% swimming. And then we take a look at these power arms, right? The power arm does not have any negatives other than minus swimming, and that's fine. This is a specialist power arm, so 220 HP, a little bit more than the industrial lifter arm. It doesn't have the negatives, but it just has the minus 18% swimming. And so I almost bought this, right? This is a right arm, so I'm gonna need 2 arms for Beep. And also you'll notice here's a Leviathan's leg. Now I'm not going to get these yet. Maybe at some point we will, but for now Beep's already got some legs. So what we're going to do is just focus on getting him some arms. We need a right arm and a right leg. So we got a power arm Mark 1 specialist. So we got 31% strength and plus 4 unarmed damage bonus. So that's a pretty good arm. Now there's other arms, you know, like swift arms and stuff like that, where we don't need that on Beep. And steady arms, that's vanilla. There's equivalent of that though. Bandits arm, look at that thing, that's sweet, man. Ugh, there's so many fun arms I think with this mod, so I can't wait to try them out. Well, so 31% strength and 220 max HP and 4 unarmed damage. Now if we switch over to Beep, who is in Black Desert City. So that's a right arm. So that's a decent right arm option, unless we find a better one here. Let's take a look at what we have. Look at these Berserker's legs, man. Not quite as cool, crazy, not as quite as look at this Leviathan's. It's crazy percent, you know, there's a crazy negative for stealth, which maybe with Beep we don't care about that. I kind of want to have a little bit more balance, but look at the unarmed damage. Are you kidding me? So you can't be a stealthy monk, but you certainly can hit hard as hell. We're not going to go that route, I don't think. I think we would be more likely to go down the route of these Berserker legs. They're still pretty heavy. I don't know. They're still pretty heavy penalties, so maybe we'll just stick with the Scout legs or the Gutters legs. In combination with the Shadow's legs. I really like the Shadow leg in combination with the Scout leg. Okay, so Power Arm right Mark II. It's almost got the equivalent HP, not quite. It's still got good strength, less swimming penalty, and the equivalent unarmed damage bonus, right? Those are equivalent. What else do we got? Any more right arms? We got a Power Arm Mark II Specialist. That's even better. Power Arm Mark II Masterwork. So that's kind of our top right arm at this point. Look at the minus to swimming. It's almost nothing. So right now our best right arm is a Power Arm Mark II. What is this? This is another Power Arm Mark I. We're not going to grab that. Here's another right arm. You notice that with this mod also the right and left arms have been you know, you can tell which one is which. So I think we have a Masterwork Power Arm Mark II. See if we can find a better one. No. So that's what we're going to pick up. We're going to pick up a Power Arm Mark II right, and now we need a left arm. So here's a left arm that's a Power Arm Mark II Masterwork left. That's certainly an option. What is this? This is a Power Arm Mark III Specialist. So this is 55% strength, plus 7 unarmed damage, minus 1% swimming. So really it's between these two. So we got 265, 52, minus 5, plus 7. 265 plus 55 minus 1 plus 7. So we're definitely going to go with the Specialist Power Arm Mark III. Now if we get a better arm later on, that's fine. For now, that's what we got. We got those two arms, and that's what we're taking with us to the Fog Islands to essentially get our arms chewed off. So I'm going to bring you back when we're back there, getting our arms chewed off, ready to equip Beep with his new arms. All right, so we've got Beep here rejoining Double. Double again is just basically backup, right? So oh, hey, here. I don't know why. I always forget when I have it on that fast speed. So anyway, Double basically is going to be here for backup, just in case Beep can't get out of his prison that he puts himself in. And yeah, so we're gonna get him down here, get the old Beeparooner down here into his. We're gonna get him locked up on a pole here, and then basically, yeah. See if we can get his. Alright, so he's locked up here. And we'll go ahead and pick that lock so he's ready ahead of time. Looks like. Come on, Double. What are you doing here? Oh, he's he's fighting a Fogman. Now, one thing I didn't do was I didn't, you know, compare Beep's damage. For just comparison's sake. So I think we're going to go ahead and escape. And then we're going to get him up here. Let's find a single Fogman. There's nobody up here. Anybody over here? Nope. Okay. I guess we'll just come down here and pop one of these Fogmen just for comparison. So let's go ahead and get down here and hit him one time. Boom. So 10 plus 48 on that fog man. Oh, hi. I just saved your butt. Alright, we're done with that. Let's get him on this pole. Don't hurt me. And let's go ahead and unlock this pole. Oh boy. Okay, we need to get this thing unlocked quickly before Beak gets completely eaten alive. Come on. Helping that shinobi guard. Oh, okay, good. We're good. So he's getting his arm eaten by 2 of these dudes. That's great. Okay, his arm's off. Let's go ahead and... Oops. That one. Go ahead and get that. And now we're going to be bleeding out on this arm. Let's just double check that we can get off of here. Yep, good. Poor Beeparoo. Oh. Alright, buddy. That arm's coming off, pal. Boom. Arm's off. Okay. Now, let's get that arm attached. And then let's get the hell out of here. I don't know why my adrenaline is going like crazy right now. Okay, so let's get him healed up so that he's not bleeding anymore. His blood's still pretty bad. Oh, thanks, Double. Coming to my rescue. Not really sure what they're repairing right now. Alright. I think he's just stuck in some kind of bug here. So, Double, I'm just going to send him back into town. Put him on hold. And then Beep. Beep, my man. You, for damage comparison, are going to attack one of these guys now. What's his strength at? 61. Oh, geez. Boom! 18 plus 81. So, basically double the damage he was doing before. And he still runs at 41 miles per hour. So, yeah, we're good. We're doing okay. Let's get in here and help him with these heavies. Come on, Beeparoo. Take him down, buddy. Bam! Alright. Beeper, are you going to get down here? It looks like he's going to get down here and fight some of these dudes. Potentially. Oh, no. I don't know if I want to get in there. That looks dangerous as hell. Let's see. God, these... Oh! Get out of there, Beeparoos. Maybe we can get back in there and fight this heavy here. 2 of them. It's going to be dangerous, but we might as well give it a go. Ooh. Oh yeah, he's getting... Come on, buddy. Okay, he's getting too low. He's getting to the point where we don't want him to get KO'd right there. I suppose we could come rescue him. Who are these guys over here? We got some ninjas fighting over here, so maybe we can help these ninjas. Let's get that ninja. Can we get him? Can we rescue him? A lot of ninjas over here. Oh, Beep is down. Oh, that ninja's down too. Man, I'm hoping these ninjas are gonna get us rescued. Look at our toughness, man. Our KO point. Oh, it's because he got... I forgot to mention that. It's because he got his limbs eaten off, right? Like, his toughness is crazy high because of that. So let's speed this up just a tad here. Okay, maybe to 3x. It doesn't look like he's going to help us. Nice, nice guy. So yeah, he should still get up, essentially. Heal yourself, buddy. Man, I can't believe those guys are still getting eaten down there. Looks like we're repairing a little bit now. Is he actually roboticsing himself? Oh, there we go. Okay, so he's repaired up. Where's he going? Oh, because I had the bodyguard. Cool. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to head up to Triangle territory and get Beep. We'll get him healed up, of course, before I make the run. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. He's not going to get hit by anything. He's so fast. So we'll move them back into that other group. We'll get him up there, get him fighting some triangles, and finish up the episode with just kind of a little combat montage. Alright, see you in a bit. Well, guys, a little lesson in Kenshi. I basically put these guys back in this squad, set them to follow on Ellen, well, set them to bodyguard on Ellen, and I guess they got somehow hit by Hungry Bandits while they were running. Not really sure how that's even possible, but I think maybe they were just kind of bouncing back and forth. Their pathing was a little weird and they got hit. Luckily, they're pretty tough, so even though they got knocked out, they really... I don't know whether... I guess because they're down, they're aimless, but somehow they got hit. I didn't notice it in time. And they basically, I don't know. I don't know how they even got knocked out by Hungry Bandits, seriously. Like, must have been a bug or something, but they got their butts kicked, and they're down. Although I guess for Beep it makes sense, because Beep was one hit away from KO, so the moment he got hit in the chest, he was going to be down. So probably not the smartest move. I just kind of assumed they were fast enough that they wouldn't get touched. So I guess we'll just see what happens here. Looks like these Hungry Bandits are going to try to... Oh yeah, no, you're not playing dead, Beep. No, you're getting up. These Hungry Bandits are going to get their what for? Really? You're going to get up before they get to you? No, you're not. Okay. I'm very curious. Does his toughness go up when he does that? 36. 42%. Okay. Oh. I didn't see if it went up from getting up, but it definitely went up from getting his butt kicked again. So let's see, Beep, how you doing, man? Unconscious for 2 more seconds. Why are... I don't understand, like... Oh, that's funny. I guess we could work on Beep's assassination a little bit after he heals himself. Oh, fuck it. Let's do it right away. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Get him. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. Ugh. Come on, Beep. Come on, Beep. Get hit in. There we go. Come on. There we go. I don't think we need to let that guy get away with this, do we? Flying kick to the face, bro. There you are. And yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have attacked us. All right, I'm gonna run them back and meet up with the group, and I'll meet up with you guys then as well. All right, so we followed this river for quite a while, looking for triangle bandits, and we finally found a group. Now it's not a huge group, but it is larger, I think, than our group, right? We have 8 people, and it looks like they have 8 plus 1 over there, so it's roughly equal, okay? So this is, there's only one, okay, there's 2 breakers, and it looks like 3 hunters, and that seems to be kind of the typical makeup. So this is going to be a tough fight. We will most likely lose this fight. Especially since we are not quite full health. We did not run into them with full health. We do have Super Beep now, though, so maybe that'll help out a little bit. Let's take a look at his stats now. He's getting close to 30 dodge and martial arts, so as long as he pairs up with someone that's a little bit lower, like one of the bandits, he should be able to make short work of them, because he does quite a bit of damage now. He doesn't have super high stats other than his strength. But he does hit pretty hard, so he may actually hit harder than anyone on our team right now. I don't know. Okay, so man, Els, you look sexy in that skirt, baby. Look at that. Okay. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Double. All right. Okay. We are gonna give this a go. Now I'm gonna let them kind of come to us here, because I don't want to fight them right there. In fact, maybe we should strategically position ourselves. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, really? Really, guys? You're gonna go that way? You just screwed up my entire plan. My entire plan. Wow. Great job. Really great, guys. My whole idea was to go across the water so that when they came to us, they had to go across the water. And although it does look like they kind of did that. Alright. Double. Why don't you go ahead and start shooting at these dudes? Or you could just have to run all that way. That's fine too. Alright, where are these guys going? Wait, what? Oh, they're going to fight somebody else. That's okay. We're okay with that. This is not going to give us the test that we wanted, though. I mean, this is not the the wait, come on. What did these guys fight over here? All right. You guys actually going to get over there? You're going to split up completely. That's awesome. No, we're not going to do that. That's ridiculous. Okay, is that a breaker coming through the water? Okay, now this is another breaker here, so I want my best guys on there, but I do not want them grouped up around him. So I want double. Oh man, I kind of do need them to be sort of grouped up around him. Just so we got multiple people hitting him. Beep, why don't you get in on that? Shrike, I want you on this polearm guy. Ellen, get back here. Leaf, get back here. Oof. Come on, Shrike. Alright. Well, okay. I feel like this is a mission accomplished, guys. Now, we didn't exactly start this... Well, you know, we weren't full health when we started this fight either, so... I mean, I think this was a pretty good example of what it would be like to fight them evenly. Maybe not entirely, but close. So I'd say, yeah, I'd say this is a definite win, for sure. Absolutely. All right, here we go. They're getting back up. Nice. Breaker back down. Yeah, there we go. Well done, everyone. Man, you guys did such a good job. All right. Let's go ahead and check our health here. I bet we just got pretty smoked. Beep didn't. Oh, man. All right. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and loot these guys up and meet you guys up here in a couple minutes when we find another group. We're going to get to full health and try to find a group of these guys that are full health and meet them head-to-head and see how we do. And I'll probably fight these guys a couple more times as they get up, too, I'm sure. So, yeah, like right here. As they get up and start trying to bring the ruckus, we'll give them a good run for their money. Or they could just try to heal themselves. That's not okay, my man. Oof, oof. Man, these guys hurt. Even when they're on the ground. Where's Double going? I don't even know what Double was doing. Alright, so I'm going to meet up with you guys when we find another group here and get healed up, unless something fun happens with this group that's on the ground. Alright, so we've got another group of Triangle Bandits here. A little smaller, so seems like it might be a little bit easier than the last one. Although, we got uneven numbers of people going in. Double's getting smacked down pretty good there. Now, the groups that just have the hunters are really not too bad for us. Wow. Double's leg, man. How does that even happen? I don't even know, man. That's crazy. I mean, I just got up and healed. So, now we're kind of food. I don't see any more. So, anyway, I think we've kind of proven, in a sense anyway, that we're ready to start moving on to something harder. Beak things were no problem for the group, and Triangle Bandits. Now, Leaf and Ellen and Beep are a little bit behind everyone else, but we're doing pretty good. I think our group's getting solid enough. I want to get 2 more archers, and I don't know that I'll pick those up off camera. I'll probably pick those up with you guys, so we can all kind of see, you know, where I pick them up and stuff like that. So, but I need to decide if I want to pick up. I kind of want to get some skeletons in our group, and there aren't a ton of skeletons available without mods, but I might see if I can get some skeletons. I think there's one of them that I didn't get last playthrough. I'll probably grab that one. And then, you know, maybe look at some mods for picking up some extra characters too, kind of like we did with Leaf and Ellen. So I think that's going to be kind of fun. So we'll look into that, and we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me today. It's been a long time coming since we kind of were looking to prove ourselves against these, you know, against these Triangle Bandits, and it sure seems like we're kind of at that point. So I'm feeling really good about that. So thank you so much, guys, for watching again. I had so much fun with you guys today. Hunting down these Triangle Bandits and really kind of proving ourselves as a group. I think we're doing a great job. So good on y'all. And hey, if you had as much fun as I did today, let me know by crushing that like button. That really lets me know that you guys are enjoying the stuff. And if you didn't enjoy it, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think I can do to make this series more fun for you. Maybe there's something I could be doing that would make it more fun for you. Let me know. And as always, I can't wait to see you guys all in the next episode of the Cannibal Hunters. Love you.